Of course, I'm the last one leaving from the shift. Sometimes that happens. They will get the guy that they know that they can rely upon to do heavy stuff, heavy lifting. What's up, brother? And they get you to do the last truck, and it's bulk. So bulk meaning irregular or over 70 pounds or some form or fashion not your typical package. So the last trailer I got for the night was mostly bulk. It wasn't all bulk, so that's where the confusion can come in, meaning the packages look the same. So you're like, okay, these are bulk or these are not bulk. And then you ask, you're like, hey, are these all bulk or are these not bulk? And they're like, well, some are and some aren't. And you're like, all right, they look the same and their weight is not significantly any different. There's nothing about it that's going to be like screaming, this is bulk. It's not super heavy, it's not irregular in the sense of irregular meaning weird shaped. So it's like you gotta ask, because otherwise you're gonna be like super confused. So I asked, let me turn this volume down. So I asked one of the supervisors, a different guy that I normally deal with. I deal with a lady on my side, and this guy is not my normal supervisor. Whoa, what's going on with this thing? Okay, so I'm not driving my car tonight. I'm driving. Oh, wow, what the? Okay, what is going on here? Anyways, this looks like it needs to be repaired. Bottom line, bulk is kind of like a tricky thing in the sense of, can you guys see me? Bulk, it's something above 70 pounds or something irregular shaped. Like you'll get some furniture like a chair, that's bulk because it's irregular. Anything again above 70 pounds. But then also the other caveat or the other weird thing you got to consider is like lengthy packages. Sometimes you'll get lengthy packages which are light. They're not like, they're like 40 pounds, 45 pounds. And again, if it's a bulk package, that means it's over 70 pounds, which means it's somewhat heavy. And a bulk package that's heavy, which is what you're typically thinking, because that's what they talk about all the time. If you see an H on it, it's heavy, it's bulk. So you see an 8, you're looking for an H. Like you get a package that's sort of heavy, and you're looking, you're like, oh, this is kind of heavy. This might be 65, 70 pounds. Let me make sure it's H. So you look and it's like, oh, it's not an H. So it's not bulk. But then they're like, oh, that's bulk. And I'm like, why? Because it's not heavy. It's not irregular shaped. Oh, because it's above 60 inches. Anything above 60 inches is also bulk, even if it's the same as the other package. So that's what the deal is. Like they sent me to a trailer that was partially bulk, right? And partially not bulk. So the weird part about it, I guess, is that it's like these packages are bulk and they are 58 inches long. I mean, they're not bulk and they're 58 inches long. These packages are bulk and they're 60 inches long. But it's the same package. You can't tell the difference. They're both like 30 pounds, 40 pounds. They weren't heavy. And they look the same. It looked exactly the same. You couldn't tell them apart, except if you read the label, which one would be 58 inches, one would be 60 inches. That's the only way you could tell these packages apart. So I asked the supervisor that. I said, come here, I want to ask you what's going on. He's like, oh yeah, those are good to go. You can put them on the belt. The other ones, no, you got to put them on the bulk belt. And I'm like, all right, okay, cool. So now it slows you down because now you got to check, make sure you're sitting the packages to the right location. You know, like the 60 inches, okay, that's bulk. I can't put those on the belt. 58 inches, good to go. Send it up the belt, right? When it was all said and done, I had already processed a whole bunch of those packages prior to him telling me that. Then they pull you aside and they counsel you and say, hey, you sent some packages up that were bulk on the regular belt. And you're like, I probably did, because they look the same, and they weren't heavy, and they weren't irregular, and they were under 70 pounds, and they didn't have an H on them, which means heavy. They were normal packages, except some were 60 inches, which is something you don't really know because you don't deal with that all the time. You deal with heavy stuff, which is usually bulk, or you deal with irregular stuff, which is bulk. Those are the two biggest things you deal with bulk, is heavy stuff over 70 pounds or irregular shapes, weird shapes, irregular. Like tubes, it's irregular, that's bulk, they'll bulk that. Whatever else. So those are very common, and you'll deal with that, and you're like, you get proficient, like, oh yeah, it's bulk, put it aside, or put it on the bulk belt. And there's a separate belt for that. Or something's really heavy or really big, bulk it out. It's bulk. So then they're like, I'm just advising you that you've been trained, that we're reminding you about the bulk rules, and they counsel you and all that. Make it, it's funny to me. It's funny. So you gotta take everything in again with a grain of salt and keep a positive attitude, because it's hilarious. You're in there, like tonight was 5 hours and 13 minutes. You're in there for 5 hours and 13 minutes on a Monday, and then they send you to a different section, which you're normally not, where I normally don't work, and it's just to deal with a trailer that's partially bulk and partially not bulk, and then you gotta figure out what's what, and you're confused on it because the packages look the same and they're not heavy. So then you realize, oh, okay, you gotta read each label, and there's small print, 58 pound or 58 inches or 60 inches. And then if I hadn't asked, which I did, I wouldn't have known that. So I asked, and the guy was like, oh yeah, if it's over 60 or more, bulk it out. If it's 58, those are good to go. So now I'm like, okay, it took longer to get that done. And there's a guy that's in the yard called a shifter. He drives this special vehicle around, and he moves the trailers from place to place, from dock to dock. So he'll take the empties and wherever he puts them, and he'll load it with a full trailer. And now the guys are coming in for what's called night sort, which is like 11 until 3. That's the night sort. And then like ours is twilight, which is weird. But I like the hours. We started at 5 on Mondays, usually 5. Like tonight was 5 p.m. And then we got off at 10:15 or something like that. So it was probably 10:13 because it was 5 hours and 13 minutes. So the thing was, oh, here's something funny that I could add to today's craziness. It wasn't crazy. It was just a normal day. I'm just tired because it's Monday and I worked my other job. I worked 9 hours on my regular job, and then 5 hours and 13 minutes on my UPS job. So like I put in like a 14-hour day. So I'm a little tired. I got up at 6 this morning. Now I got to go home, take a shower, watch a little TV, eat something, and then crash, and then wake up at 6. So here's what's funny. You guys watch this channel. Thank you guys for watching, by the way. You guys watch this for whatever reasons you watch it. You know, lately I've been doing a lot of UPS stuff, so a lot of people watch it for that. I post stuff on other things too. I post stuff on survival gear, topics of working out, fitness, military stuff, gear. I do a lot of gear reviews. I like gear. You know, I'm a gear guy, gadget guy. You know, watches, GPS stuff, military gear. I like that kind of stuff. Drones, gimbals, cell phone gimbals, all that kind of stuff. But lately it's been about this UPS thing, so that's what's been the topic of late, and it's cool and I like it, whatever. So this is week 6. This is day 1 of week 6. So I'm posting this video with the other video you guys are probably gonna be able to watch. So this is like part 2 of part 1. One of 2. This is 2 of 2. Part 1 of 2 was me coming in at 5 prior to my shift, so you guys get to see the before and after on these 2 videos that I'm uploading as I'm driving home. And part 1 was me getting there, leaving the other job, showing up to UPS, and walking in through security to clock in and then go work. And I don't film or take pictures while I'm inside the hub because you're not supposed to, so I just don't. I try to do whatever the rules are. I follow the rules. And then when I walked out, you guys saw this is the video of me leaving, walking to the car, getting in the car, driving home. So that's what this is about, part 1 and part 2. The funny thing was, the interesting thing today was that I can talk about, which is cool for those of you guys who are watching about the UPS stuff. There's some new people started today. And this is the thing. At this hub, the La Mirada hub, La Mirada, California. Every week since I've been here, there's been new people starting on Monday every week. So no different this week. This was day 1 for these guys on orientation, and I don't know how many are in the group. I saw a few of them, and they're training with the same guy that trained me. His name is. I'm not gonna tell you his name. I'm gonna leave people's names out of it. They might not want to be on YouTube. So, but the same trainer who trained me is training them. So he knew me, I know him. So when I saw him, I go up and give him a pound, like, hey, what's up, dog? And you're training your new guys or whatever. And I was joking around. I was like, hey, everything he tells you is true, like. And he's like, yeah. He's like Brian's been here for about 6 weeks. I trained him, and so they're wearing the blue vest. When you first start, the first 30 days, you have to wear a blue vest. It just lets everybody know you're new. It's nothing wrong with it. It's cool. It just you're gonna. It helps because you're gonna be a little lost, and that way, if you're wearing a blue vest, supervisors are gonna know. Oh, he doesn't know or she doesn't know what's going on or where to go or the brake thing and how to do that or whatever. So they're gonna be a lot of super helpful. Not that they're not helpful, anyways, but they're gonna be more helpful because they know you're super new. So that being said, what happens is this trainer, he's talking to these 2 guys. I think it was 2 of them. He had a small group with him. I don't know where the rest of them were at, because usually there's like 5 or 6 when you do orientation. So he had a couple guys with him, and they had their masks on. We all had. When you're in the hub, you got to wear your mask. A lot of times people don't, and it's because you're inside of a hot trailer. And when you're in the hot trailer, you're by yourself, you're more than 6 feet away, you take your mask off and you're sweating anyways. And you're in this hot trailer, you're sweating like a pig. Everybody takes their doggone mask off. It's just the way it is. You're in there for 5 hours, sweating inside of a trailer. You're going to wear a mask and you're by yourself? Come on, dude. First of all, you're more than 20 feet away. I mean, you're more than 6 feet away from anybody. You're inside of a trailer and you're sweating. So that's just the way it goes. It's rough. You're dealing with it. I'm trying to look around because there's people everywhere. Okay, cool. I don't want to run nobody over. So here's the funny part. The whole point of this. Sorry it's taking so long. It's just that I'm driving. So give me a break. Now, what happened was, as I'm talking to the trainer and he's pausing to talk back to me and say hi and all that, like hey, this guy is one of my trainees. He's training these 2 guys. One of them, they're wearing masks. I'm wearing mine. We're all wearing our masks at this point because when you're walking around, you wear your mask. But if you're in the trailer, you take it off. One of the guys says, hey, I know you. You're on YouTube. And I was like, yeah, that's true. I was like, that's very true. I am. And I thought it was hilarious. And so when I said that, and he's like, yeah, I seen you on YouTube doing UPS videos. And so the trainer, he goes, you're on YouTube? And I go, yeah, I'm on YouTube. I have a YouTube channel. And I go, and I've had it for a long time, but just lately I've been doing UPS stuff. So I go, if you want to check it out, go ahead. He's like, oh, that's cool, man. He's like, you're a celebrity. And I'm like, I wouldn't say all that, but I definitely have a YouTube channel, and it's just funny. I don't know. I thought that was pretty funny that the guy, a new guy that started today, I guess was interested in he's about to start work at UPS, so smartly and wisely, I give him props for that. He watches YouTube to see what's going to happen as far as what to expect and that kind of thing. So I say props to him for that, Gosh, I'm thirsty. All right, so I'm tired, I'm thirsty, and I think I'm out of coffee too. So what do we got with that? Other than just, it's a funny story. I think that's about it. It's a funny story. But hey man, if I can help one person be a better human being in one fashion, form, or another, I'll do it, man. So that was kind of cool, man. This kid, I say kid, he was like, from what I saw, from what it looked like anyways, might have been 21 years old. So I say kid because, I'm 50 years old, dude. So everybody's a kid to me. Anyways, so good luck to him. I don't know his name. It was brief. And he's at the La Mirada Hub, and so he watched YouTube, my channel, and probably other YouTubers as well about UPS. And he was able to recognize me from this channel, and hopefully something I said will help him there. It's a cool place to work. Honestly, I like it. It's fun. It's easy. When I say it's easy, I mean like it's physical, yeah, but it's easy because it's only a few hours. Like the first day, which is today, Monday, is the longest day you'll do. It's a 5-hour day, 5-hour plus, 5 hours and 13 minutes. The rest of the week slows down. You usually will do, typically Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays is like 4.5 hours we'll do tomorrow probably. And then Wednesday it'll be like 4 hours. Thursday, 4 hours. Friday, 4 hours. So the longest day is today. So if you can get through Monday, then the rest of the week is cake. And that's how it is. You know how it is. Mondays are kind of like, everybody's like, oh, Monday, I don't care what where you work at. Mondays are Mondays. I like Mondays though. People trip on, oh, it's Monday. I like Mondays. I like every day of the week. Gotta enjoy it all. All right. I don't want to wake up people. So bottom line, man, this is day 1 of week 6. I'm in the light. See my bald head? I shave my hair. I cut my hair every week. So La Mirada Hub, week 6, UPS. Good luck to that new guy and the other guy that was with him. I didn't talk to him. And thank you guys for watching. Gosh, I don't know what else to say. Oh, here's something also interesting. They'll partner you off with people. Sometimes they'll put you in a trailer with another person because it's like a lot of stuff or heavy stuff. Like today, they sent me to this 53-foot trailer with like super heavy, like this was bulk, what I consider bulk. Stuff that was like 120 pounds, 130 pounds. We were dealing with that, and it was a lot of it. So you have to have 2 people because that'll wear you out. So how we teamwork it is, he'll put it on the belt, send it up, I'll stop the belt, and I'll grab it, take it off the belt, and put it on the heavy belt, the bulk belt. But this guy, I'm not going to say his name. He's very senior. I'm not going to even say what level of seniority, but he's one of the top seniority guys in the union at this particular hub. He's cordial, he's personable, and he's a trip. He's a trip. I don't know how to even go into this. He's always late. Just shows up to work, but he shows up. He's there, but he's late. He has another job, and I understand because I have another job. So that's just how that goes. Um, you have two jobs or whatever. Everybody's got two jobs, right? Unless you're on unemployment. So he's late every day, but he's got a good attitude. They always threaten to write him up. They never do because he's got a good attitude. Uh, he goofs off a lot. He gets away with a lot of stuff that I see. And he's told me some crazy stories. I don't want to go into detail. But if you know who he is and you work at La Mirada Hub, you guys know what I'm talking about. He's a nutball. But more power to him. He's cool, you know what I mean? He's easy to work with for the most part. He's a character. But he's one of the more senior guys there. But I guess the point on that is, if that guy can do it, and he's been there like a year, and they haven't fired him or written him up, then you guys can do it. Because that guy gets away with a lot of stuff. That's about as far as I'll put it. I'm not going to talk about his stuff out there. He gets away with a lot of stuff, and he's still there. So you can do it, man. Don't trip too hard. Don't be hard on yourself. Just get the job, go in, and have fun. I'm tired. I got to get some sleep. It's dark, I know. Sorry, I was trying to keep you guys in the light, but bottom line, I'm going to go take a shower, eat something, and rack out, man. Rack out. UPS La Mirada, get down there and get you a job. They're hiring, man. If you need a job, this Biden money ain't gonna last forever. $1,500 every 2 weeks from the state of California with the federal kicker. I think that stuff is gonna come to a screeching halt like next month. I don't know. I mean, they're paying now. They're paying for more action over in Afghanistan. You got like 6,000 troops over there trying to evacuate Americans. I wish I was one of those 6,000 troops. I'd be there in a New York minute. U.S. Marines, baby. Let's go. All right. Getting in shape, yes. Losing weight, yes. Drinking water, yes. For sure. This will help you with that. If you have weight loss goals, UPS is a free membership to a gym. Package handler, baby. All right, later.